I recently recorded a video about what KPIs are and why they are important for small businesses. And so if you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend you go and find it and start there. Because after I help people understand what KPIs are and why they are important, there's a question that pretty much everyone asks me. And that's, Taylor, what KPIs should I be tracking? My name is Taylor, and I'm one of the founders here at NG. And in this video, I want to help you understand and figure out what key performance indicators you should be tracking for your small business. But before we dive in, there's something important that I want you to know, and that's that KPIs should help you do two things. The first is understand the health of your business. And the second is KPIs should also help you understand the impact of your marketing. So here are a few examples to help you kind of draw a line in the sand. Now, when we're talking about the health of our businesses, let's be real, we're talking about how much money is coming in. So KPIs that fall into this bucket are things like your revenue, your profit, how many new customers or clients you got, your monthly recurring revenue, all that kind of stuff. But then when we look at how is marketing impacting our business, we want to track things like website visitors, podcast downloads, where are our leads coming from, and all of that kind of stuff. So as we dive in further and help you figure out what are the KPIs that you should be tracking for your business, there are two things that I want you to hone in on. And those two things are your goals and your marketing channels. Now, your goals are important because this is what you're working toward, right? Like this is where you are driving the bus. And then your marketing channels are the places that you are doing the work in order to reach your goals. So it's where those two things meet that I want you to look in order to figure out, okay, what KPIs should I be tracking? So let's talk through an example. Now, in this marketing strategy, you can see that one of the goals is to do a better job with SEO. And then I'll scroll back down here and you can see that one of the marketing channels that we're focusing on is blogging. So when it comes to what KPIs we should be tracking, we're going to focus in on website KPIs. And in NG, you've got a list of things that you can look at, explore, think about, but we'll get to this in a little bit. I do not expect you to track all of these things. So if we're thinking of that goal, do a better job with SEO, and then the marketing channel of blogging. Here are some examples of KPIs that would be helpful for you to track. Now, getting new website visitors is always something that's good because you want to see that that trend line is going up over time. Then when we're talking about SEO, we are talking about organic marketing, free marketing. So understanding what percentage or how many of your new website visitors are coming to you organically would be another good KPI to track. And then things like page views. How many pages is one human who's landing on your website exploring and visiting? So the next question that I always get when it comes to KPIs is, Taylor, how many KPIs should I track? And I already alluded to the fact that I don't want you to go super crazy and track tons and tons of KPIs. What I'd like you to do is to track somewhere between 6 and 12. Because if you're like most small business owners, you're probably only doing your marketing in a couple places. In fact, you're probably doing it in 1 to 3 places. So just pick the top KPIs that are going to help you really understand what's going on those marketing channels. And when it comes to how to track your KPIs, I definitely recommend that you don't treat this like your bookkeeping, where you put it off for 6 to 9, maybe even 12 months, and then all of a sudden you've got a big old project on your hands. What I want you to do is track your KPIs every single month. And that makes it really easy to do and should only take you a couple of minutes because you're tracking 6 to 12 KPIs. Now, when it comes to where you're actually going to store all of your numbers, you've got a couple options, and I covered that in the small business KPIs and why they are important video. So if you haven't watched that, go take a look and I show you exactly how you can use each of those approaches. But I want you to start simple and pick just 6 KPIs to track for your small business and just get going. And then I hope you start celebrating KPI Day with us here at NG. And if you want to join in on that, you can start your trial if you haven't already got an account, or if you do, start tracking your numbers and then do it on the first day of every month and celebrate along with us.